What's going on? What's everybody up to? Yeah, I love some of your comments, because I think I told you guys that AI was cracking on me because I don't have charts and graphs and it's just my opinion, blah, blah, blah. I got to show more pictures. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'll leave the fancy production to everybody else. Hi, I'm Drayton Nay. This is the Dray Way. I'm glad you're here. We'll talk about all that stuff in a minute. We got a great show for you today. Let's go! Welcome to the Dray Way. I am glad you're here. I am Drayton Nay, your host, the guy without all the pictures and graphs and yes, in case you're not in on it, AI said that my show is, while entertaining, it lacks production value. I don't have any pictures and graphs. Yeah, I know. Oh well. Anyway, what do I want to talk about? I want to talk about what are we doing? what are we doing? And why are we bashing California? I need someone to tell me why, especially people on the right. Please explain to me why you think bashing California is a thing to do. Because I hate to break it to you, the things that you try to say is so terrible about California. Yeah, it's really, red states are horrible. Yeah, red states are extremely dangerous. I mean, have you seen the murder rate for Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana? Have you seen it? Yeah, those states are extremely dangerous. Yeah, people get murdered there all the time. Yeah. So I don't understand why there is such hate for California, who puts in billions and billions of dollars into the coffer, into the U.S. government, so that the government can disperse those monies. Because you know what states don't have any money? Oh, I don't know. Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, all the red states. You guys are broke. You guys have nothing. You literally have nothing. You're broke. And you depend on, oh, I don't know, New York and California and blue states. Yeah, by the way, if you want to know the low murder rates for states, they're blue. They're blue. Yeah. If you want to know the high murder rates, those are red states like Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi. Yeah. So what is the fascination with tearing down California, which, by the way, all by itself, is the fourth largest economy in the world? Yeah, that's California. The fourth largest economy in the world. What about Mississippi? What about Alabama? What about Louisiana? What about them? Their economies are basically nothing compared to California. But yet we choose time and time again to pick on California for some reason. And I'm just confused. I'm confused at why it's done. And why everyone in America, why Americans think it's okay to tear down California. For what good reason? Especially when many of you live in the states I just named. The horrific red states that don't really give anything to this country. Yeah, you guys are net losers. You guys are always on the take. Gimme. Because you're broke. You don't have any money. And the thing that probably upsets me the most is that everybody assumes they know California and they've never been there. I can't tell you how many people I see on the internet, I see on talk shows, just one after another will talk ill of California like they know it, and they've never been to the state. They've never been there. And if you've ever been to California, whether you're talking about Southern California all the way up to Northern California, I mean, what a diverse, amazing state. You know, I would put it right up there, right underneath Alaska. There's nothing that beats Alaska. Nothing, as far as our states are concerned, nothing is more amazing than Alaska. It's just not. If you haven't been to Alaska, you'll never understand. But that's the same thing with California. It's the exact same thing. You've never been there. At least many of you have never been there. And yet you'll talk about California like it's your brother. Like you know it extremely well, and you don't know anything about it. And that's the part that just drives me insane. Because nothing is good or bad. And I say this all the time. Nothing's good or bad except by comparison. So when you compare California, I don't know, to West Virginia, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Missouri, Louisiana, West Virginia, I mean, need I go on? Yeah, all those red states I just named, you suck. Yeah, you're horrible at education. You're horrible about infrastructure. You're just horrible about everything. Yet you want to complain to California. Stop it. When you are the fourth largest economy in the world, then you can say something. Until then, right now, you're not even the fourth largest economy in the United States. You're not the fifth, the seventh, the 10th. You're in the bottom 10 or 15. All you red states, you're in the bottom 10 or 15 for GDP. So stop harping about California. You just sound silly. Let me know what you have to say in the comments. Welcome to the Dre Way. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, you're in a no chart zone. Don't go anywhere. More Dre Way to come. Stay right there. I'm curious. Because when you become a senator, you become the president, you become a House member, you take an oath. All right? When you serve public office, federal office, you take an oath to the U.S. Constitution. And I think it should be mandatory that if you're going to take an oath to the Constitution, that you read it and know what it says. Because clearly, nobody in the Trump administration has read the Constitution, apparently. Because what is going on in California right now, what the federal government is doing in California is in direct violation, and I mean direct violation to the 10th Amendment. It's a direct violation to the 10th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. Again, if you don't believe me, maybe you should read it. Yeah, because what's going on with the federal government and trouncing all over states' rights, and under what authority Trump thinks he has to send in Marines to the state, is a the violation of the 10th Amendment. And under no circumstances should it be being done. And why the U.S. Supreme Court has not stepped up yet to say, we have a constitution and this is not allowed. Why the U.S. Supreme Court has stayed silent up till now is beyond sad. And it makes the Supreme Court lesser than. Yeah, it literally diminishes who you are and what you are as an institution. Because when we have an open violation of the U.S. Constitution, the Supreme Court is supposed to step up immediately. That's your sole function, is to protect the U.S. Constitution. And you guys are failing miserably. But that's to be expected. And I say it's to be expected because anything run by Republicans sucks. It's terrible. It's awful. Just like this current administration, just like our current economy, just like our current, everything that's going on with this government sucks. And it sucks because, once again, we have put Republicans in charge, and they don't give a damn. They don't care about doing anything for the people. That's what government is supposed to do. That's the sole purpose of government, is to take care of its people. But you keep putting Republicans in office and they don't care about its people at all. I mean, at all. And you know that based on what legislation are they passing for the American people? What did they pass 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? What? What did the Republicans pass? Name something, anything. And let's not, something other than a tax cut, because those tax cuts, all they did was add to our deficit. Our deficit, which we're going to pay over $1 trillion in interest in this year. Because Republicans aren't talking about handling the situation. They're talking about making it much, much worse. And you don't have to believe me. You can look at it. You can literally put the document into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT goes, what a bunch of garbage this is. Yeah, that's an educated opinion, a very educated opinion. And the opinion of ChatGPT is it's garbage. It's complete garbage. So somebody tell me what we're doing. Somebody tell me what's going on. Because right now, we are literally violating the 10th Amendment. And the Constitution that so many Republicans say that they're so, it's all about the U.S. Constitution. No, it's not. It's only about the Constitution when it serves your purpose. That's it. Because right now the 10th Amendment is being violated and you guys are saying nothing. You're not saying anything. You're saying zip. Why? Why aren't you saying anything? It's just sad. Again, let me know what you think. I want to hear it in the comments. Don't go anywhere. I have a final thought. I don't want to talk too much about it because it's really a developing story. What's going on in Israel is anyone's guess right now, but it's just when you have a leader that is similar to our leader, you know there's going to be problems because Netanyahu and Trump these are not people that can be reasoned with. These are not people that that seek advice from experts. These are two men that think they're an expert about everything. And when someone thinks they're an expert on everything, that means they know nothing. Because that's the only people that think they know everything is people that know nothing. And these two are prime examples of that. And what is going to go on in Israel? I've never seen anything like what's going on in Gaza, how we can just watch millions of people suffer the way they are. I know of what atrocities happened, and I know that there were some people that were responsible, but these people were not the ones responsible that you're letting die in Gaza. And I'm not for people dying. I'm not for war. I'm for finding better solutions. But what's going on right now in Israel, and is there an imminent attack in Iran? I don't know. I just know the situation is dicey, very, very dicey. And I hope cooler heads prevail, because once certain things are done, once certain missiles land in certain spots, once that line is crossed, it is not going to be pretty. So let's hope over the next few days, and of course I'll do a show about it, either tomorrow or the next day, as soon as there's more information available. But just know that it just seems like a really dangerous situation. And unfortunately, we have two leaders in Israel and the United States that they think they know everything, and when in reality they know nothing. And that's what makes the whole thing so dangerous. When you have two personalities like this that really don't understand what's going on and what the ramifications are. I hate to say this, but literally all you can do is keep your fingers crossed. that's literally how I feel right now. Let me know what you say let me know in the comments what you think. But I think it's a very, very volatile situation with people that aren't that bright. That's the way I see it. Let me know how you see it. And thanks for joining me today on the Drayway. Don't forget, there's a new Drayway each and every day. Come hang out with me. Yeah, I have no charts, but hopefully you come and hang out with me anyway. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. If you don't want to see charts or fancy production, you're in the right spot. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later right here on the Drayway. Have a good day, everybody.